Hello everybody, it's Bonnie from Bonnie's Pretty Poppet Doll Nursery. How is everyone today? Oh, we hope you're feeling well, have been able to spend some time with those that you love, accomplish a few things you set out to do, and I certainly hope you've had a chance to laugh and play and joke and be yourself. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you have a blessed Friday, and I hope that you especially have a wonderful weekend. If you'd like to drop in the comments below what your plans are for this weekend, whether it's staying home and relaxing, staying with your fur babies, visiting, like us, hoping to go to the flea market and thrift stores, whatever it is, I'd love to know. You can share it with us in the comments below if you'd like to. And just as the title says, I am doing a collection tag. Now, this came from our dear friend Susan over at Susan's Nursery. She has beautiful dolls, and I just love Susan. She's such a sweet spirit. If you haven't seen her channel, please go over there and check it out. That's Susan at Susan's Nursery. She came up with the tag, and then my friend Tami over at the Tator Nursery, who I'm sure you know, but if you don't, there's another channel you're not going to want to miss out on. Please check out Tami. She tagged me to do this tag. All right. So I have a lot of new subscribers. So even though some of you may have heard the story before, it kind of goes with the collection tag. First of all, I've been collecting dolls since I was old enough to hold on to them. My first Christmas, so I guess I would have been not even a year old yet. My first Christmas, I was gifted a doll. It was a stuffed doll. She had a plastic face, and then she had like a bonnet on. So none of her had, like, her arms were stuffed, like she had mittens on. And she had no feet. She was round at the bottom. She was a stuffed doll with one plastic face. And I carried that baby everywhere for years. I mean, I even kind of remember her, although it might be because of the pictures we have of me. But I carried that baby everywhere. So my love affair with dolls started a long time ago. And of course, I had many manufactured dolls. I would say reborns, I've collected over the past 25 years. And right now, I have about 40 reborns, authentic reborns. I have probably 8 to 10 manufactured dolls, either an Ashton Drake or a Paradise Gallery, something to that nature. And I have a few silicones. So I have about 40 reborns, and Susan has some questions that she set up. I saw her baby the other day, and I honestly can't remember her name, but she's beautiful. She has black curly hair. And Susan had said she reminds her kind of a Snow White baby. And I thought the same thing when I saw her. But she has questions for you, so you can go with the questions. But I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to, and she said this was fine. I'm just going to tell you about my dolls, and particularly my baby Lucy right here. But first, I'd like to say I love all my dolls. I don't have a favorite. Each and every one of them is a favorite in their own way, for different reasons. But like I love Fox. He's just so adorable. And Burke and Libby, my toddlers, I enjoy doing role play with them and their clothing articles. They're so fun to dress. A little bit difficult to dress, but fun to dress. And I just love little Darby. He's a bigger baby. I love all my babies, but I chose Lucy because there is a story behind Lucy. And she is definitely one of my favorites. She's probably one of the ones I carry around the most. Lucy is the Lucy Sculpt by Tina Cui. And Lucy is one of the few babies that I kept the sculpt name, because I can't think of what else she would be named. She just looks like a Lucy to me. So her name is Lucy Eloise, and I just love her to pieces. Her artist is Chris Hayden from Tiny Heart Reborns. She was a custom. I've gotten many customs from Chris, so I'm just guessing that. I think I've had Lucy for almost 3 years now. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that one, but I've had her for quite a while. So here's the story behind Lucy. I absolutely, the minute I saw this sculpt, I fell in love with the sculpt. But like many collectors, I would go through, reborns.com back then, or now McPherson's, and I would see all these beautiful sculpts, and I'd see the new ones, and I thought, I'll always get Lucy another time. So even though I desperately wanted her and I wanted to make her into a custom, I kept buying different sculpts. The newer ones, all of them are darling. I mean, I'm addicted to these babies, so it's very dangerous for me to go on there at all. So I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And then, like I said, almost 3 years ago, my husband said to me, how about for your birthday, I have you choose a doll, because I don't know, all of your dolls are beautiful, but I don't know how to choose, and ask Chris to do a custom for you. And that will be my birthday present for you this year. And I thought, thank you, honey. He's such a sweetheart about my hobby. He's just darling. So anyways, I looked at Lucy again, and I thought, you know what? This is the time. I'm going to get her now if Chris will do her as a custom, and I'm going to finally get this baby. And I'm talking, I've seen her for maybe 10 years. And do you all remember Laura over on Little X Loves? She had that beautiful, I think her name was Zoe, and that was this sculpt. And then there were some other ones too. There was another lady that the name has just left me. So I have wanted this baby for years. So I finally asked Chris if she would do this baby as a custom for me. And all I asked that the baby had blonde hair. I wanted a blonde baby. Chris always does a beautiful job, and this baby turned out beyond my expectations. She's a dream. To me, she's like a little angel. She has full arms and legs, but they are on rotors, so she's very easy to pose, and she's very easy to cuddle. In fact, when I'm around my house watching TV or reading a book, I'm usually holding little Lucy because she's just so cuddly and so adorable. She wears mostly 0 to 3 months, although she can wear 3 months, and I've even put her in 6 months. She's kind of a big girl. She's not a small baby. Look at those chunky thighs, which I just love. And that hair is amazing. Now, I think, don't hold me to this one either, but I'm pretty sure she is German vinyl. Now, she is really soft, don't get me wrong. But I think it's a German vinyl, and I remember Chris telling me she had a little bit of trouble rooting her because it was difficult. But her arms, they're very soft, and she's very pliable, and I just love her to pieces. It is a good thing I did it, because shortly after Lucy came to be a pretty poppet, I looked, and the Lucy sculpt, along with several others of Tina Cuy's dolls, were sold out. And I don't think she's bringing them back either. So if you were to go on there and look for Lucy, she's no longer available. So, I mean, I got in under the wire. I almost missed my dream baby. So here's my advice to you. If you have a dream baby in mind, get him or her as soon as you can, because you just never know. I've always wanted the, I think it's called the David Sculpt by Tina Cui, but you can't get it anymore. I think that's his name. I could be wrong about that too. But anyways, here she is. She's beautiful. She is one of my favorite pretty poppets, although, like I said before, all of them are my favorite. So Tami tagged me and wanted me to do this. So please pop on over and see Tami and her collection tag, and definitely Susan. I hope everybody else will join in. I am going to pick 3 people that I would like to tag, and hopefully they'll have the time or can do it. If not, I truly understand. But one of the people I'm tagging is Carol from Carol's Cuties. I'm taking Jay from J Dolls UK, and I know you're very busy with your mom, Jay, so if you can't get to it, I totally understand. And finally, Tina from Tina's Reborns and More. Those are the 3 people I'm tagging. I hope a lot of you will join in. It is a lot of fun, and we got to remember that a lot of times, even if we've told the story before, and I told it in more detail this time than ever before, but if you've told the story before, You have a lot of new subscribers and new people watching. So I wanted you to hear about my beautiful Lucy. If you're at work, please come home safe to those who love you. And if you're at home, I know you're busy, but take some part of your day to put your feet up, to pamper yourself, and don't forget to eat chocolate. God bless each and every one of you. You've all become members of my family. And I thank you for joining me today. And I thank you for all your love and support. God bless. Mwah. And Lucy, myself, and all the pretty puppets will see you real soon.